What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Steady Rifles tuning in on the microphone. If you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, smack that like button down below for me and subscribe. It's much appreciated. So that way I get up in y'all sub boxes, man. You know, one thing I want to say real quick, man, it's tough being a YouTuber out here, especially when you're playing video games. You know, people can do content creation on YouTube on just about anything. But unfortunately, I'm doing Call of Duty. Yeah, I made the mistake of doing that. And, you know, content's kind of dry. We're waiting to hear from Treyarch, finally on COD 2020. Give us something to talk about. You know, and it's hard to come up with things to talk about, right? And a couple things I have come up with, it's like, it's not worth a commentary, right? So I figure I might talk about just a few things on this one. First off, you've seen the thumbnail. You know, just talking about good maps, bad maps, 3 lanes or more, or whatever, which is better, which is worse. First off, I'm going to say Modern Warfare 2019 maps, obviously, they had their master plan of basically 100% catering to campers and noobs. As you know, even the smallest 3-lane maps like Shoot House, Hackney Yard, Gun Runner are still riddled with safe spaces and camp spots. Honestly, I gotta say, other than Piccadilly and Azir Cave, you know, like Crash, I should just talk, you know, Crash's ass, by the way. Even the better 3-lane quote-unquote maps aren't really 3-lane, and I really don't like them, man. I don't like Gun Runner. I don't like Hackney Yard. They just... How do you manage to fuck up a 3-lane map, man? You know what I'm saying? They did get a couple right, though. First off, I gotta say, Candor Hideout, I actually do really dig that map. First off, the visibility's really good. I can see my enemies, which is... You can't really say that very often in Modern Warfare 2019, man. You gotta have your color correction 100%, have your glasses on if you need them. You gotta use the spotter perk, man, to get up in there to see them enemies across the map, you know. But there is, and I've been playing a lot of, was it the Sawmill map? I didn't like it at first, but I've been trying to give it a shot. It's getting a little better, and that's, again, that kind of has that 3-lane feel. It's not necessarily a 3-lane because, again, all the safe spaces they put in that map, but not long after Modern Warfare came out, people want 3 lanes. We want 3 lanes. We want 3 lanes. And, you know, I gotta say, I rewind myself back to Black Ops 4 after playing it for a full year, and I go back and play it now. And I do. Don't get me wrong. I love the 3-lane design. But, you know, I've got to admit, it gets monotonous, dude. Because the routes are so predictable, it does get a little monotonous, man. And that makes me rewind back even further into, like, games like one of my favorites, because it's my first COD that I, you know, finished a full season on in multiplayer, and that is COD Ghosts. There was some 3-lane maps in that game. There was some really wonky, weird maps. Like, what was it? Chasm's a good one. What was the other one? I can't remember what the hell. Anytime I'm recording commentary, I'm trying to think of shit. I hate that. What was it called? Where you're in a skyscraper and the damn map is, I mean, the skyscraper is literally falling apart at your feet as the game goes by. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that one. But honestly, I can't really recall. Maybe there was some safe spaces, so to speak. Maybe that's part, you know. I feel like almost they modeled these new maps, a lot of them, off them kind of maps. Like, what were they thinking, bro? But there's a lot of really good maps on Ghosts. Warhawk had pretty much a 3-lane feel. It had some vantage points, as Infinity Ward likes to do. Like in Crash is a great example. What's the other one? God damn it, I cannot remember the name of that. Tremor. The map Tremor. The reason why it's called Tremor, because like a third of the way through the map, the whole map starts shaking because there's an earthquake or an aftershock. It's really freaking annoying. I never liked that about the map. But the map itself, I want to call it like a 5-lane map. You got the left side. You got 1 lane right next to it. You go through the middle, it's through the burning building. You know, there's buildings in the mid. And then there's a lane after that. But then that lane kind of, as you go up to the right and the left, that lane kind of splits. So it's almost like a 4 or 5 lane map. And it does have a lot of vantage points, especially in the middle. But it worked. I played COD Ghost like 2 weeks ago, and the map still flows pretty good, despite all the camping and the thermal noobs. So really, I gotta say, I do like 3-lane maps just like everybody else. Don't get me wrong. Nuketown, Summit, Slums, right? All these Treyarch maps, right? But at the same time, they do get a little monotonous. And maps, like I said, like Tremor, Warhawk, they've got a 3-lane to 5-lane feel. But there's a little variety in there too. And I've got to say, some maps that I do like on Modern Warfare 2019 had that feel as well. Candor Hideout's a good one, like I said. The Sawmill map, again, a little Some of the vantage points are kind of annoying, but they kind of got it right. The safe space BS is a little ridiculous along with the footsteps, no mini-map, you know how it goes. The next thing I wanted to talk about, one, was the skill-based matchmaking. I've talked about it before. We've all talked about it before, you know, all over YouTube. It's a quite popular subject. And most of the time when you hear people talk about skill-based matchmaking, it's like, I want to have a Call of Duty experience that's just casual, right? I just want to have a casual experience. I don't want to get into a sweaty lobby game after game. And I played today. I tried playing Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday, my buddy Tim. I lasted about a half hour, an hour. I just quit. I had not had the mindset to play this game, man. I tell you what, like, just getting on this game today, before I even started playing it, I got like a knot in my stomach. That's how much anxiety this game gives me. But nonetheless, I powered through, and I got like 3 or 4 gameplays today. I say that with air quotes. When I mean gameplays, I say like 20 and 10. I believe the gameplay on the screen, I think if it's the one I'm going to put, it's going to be Rust. I go like 28 and 16 or something. Believe me, we rewind back to Black Ops 4. I wouldn't even bother uploading to 28 and 16. But hey, with this game, man, the matchmaking, I'll take what I can get. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, one thing I want to say after this session today, I've been playing for like 2 hours. I think I played like 20 matches. And just for my own sake, I wrote down my score for each match. I haven't calculated my KD yet. And the thing is, I'm looking at it right now, and a lot of it's between 1.8 and 2 KD gameplay. But a lot of it's between 10 kills and 16 kills, 18 kills. I got one game today where it was 28, and the other couple were like in their low 20s. Like, it just... So, again, trying to get to my point here, is I am just stuck in this certain algorithm in this matchmaking system. Some matches are better than others, especially it depends on the map you play, right? But more often than not, I get into these lobbies, dude. I mean, you could go, like I've said before, 20, 30 seconds without hearing a single gunshot. I get the biggest camping slobs. I catch on the move, I spank them, straight up, like 100%. But these maps just give these guys so many options just to sit around, head glitch, mount their gun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have to tell y'all. And it just, it took me to get into a certain mindset to actually have the patience to deal with this nonsense. Granted, what did I play? I wrote it down. I played at least 22 matches. I backed out of, let me see, I actually wrote that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 matches I backed out of. Either because, mainly I go 3 minutes into the match and nobody's moving. I'm watching kill cams. They are literally cornered up. They will not move. I'm coming out of my spawn, pushing into their spawn, and they will not leave it. That's when I back out. That's probably why win-loss is what it is. It's not great. I don't even think it's positive. It's like a 0.8 or something. And because I back out a lot. If I'm not feeling it, dog, if guys will not leave their spawn, they're just camping that hard. I mean, I even had a match after this one. It was on Rust, and there's this one guy, I still remember, he's running a SCAR. I don't see a lot of SCARs in my lobbies. It's MP4, or MP5, M4, you know, MP7, snipers, you know how it goes. And this one guy was camping the middle of Rust, not on the tower, right? No, he's just camping the bottom, just floating, sitting corner to corner, dude. And 3 or 4 minutes in, I'm like, I'm trying to clip up on his enemies, dude. And here we go, I get picked off. I'm like, who is it? Oh, Campy Timmy over here, right? I finally backed the fuck out. I'm like, enough, you know. And it is what it is, man. But I'll tell you what, I'm just getting tired of playing the same game meta over and over. Luckily, I've stuck it out long enough today where I did get a little variety, right? But a lot of it is matches like this. I'm talking about, you know, maps like Vacant. I mean, come on, Rust. Like, just camping their balls off, dude. And like I said, I've had friends tell me the same thing that let me host the lobby. It's just terrible that I get no variety more. I'm not even talking about sweats. I just want some variety, right? In the way people play. Yeah, it's just, oh, it's mind-numbing. Nonetheless, my session today wasn't too bad overall. I had some okay gameplays, right? You know what I mean? I had some nice little clips where I got some nice triple kills, whatever, some nice C4 sandwiches, you know, up in these bitches' faces. But, I don't know, I digress. The next thing I wanted to talk about real quick is, obviously, like I said, 2020, Call of Duty is coming around. They're supposed to be announcing, you know, some kind of reveal trailer. I just hope to see a semi-normal Treyarch Call of Duty with some rushing, some traditional streaks, some 3-lane maps. Like I said, I'll reiterate that. I don't want to see 100% 3-lane maps because I will admit on Black Ops 4, they got a little monotonous because they were too predictable. So a little variety would be nice. Not as far as Modern Warfare 2019 with the safe space bullshit. And I'll tell you one thing. If they bring back the safe space bullshit in Treyarch's COD in 2020, I quit COD. I'm not going back to old CODs. I'm just gonna, dude, I'm gonna quit, or until COD 2021. Maybe they'll get their shit together. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, I'm sure all the hundreds of views I've gotten from people, they agree with me. They're like I don't play this anymore. I uninstalled it. I know YouTubers, plenty of YouTubers that are my friends that don't even play Modern Warfare. They uninstalled it months ago. They're just like, I'm not gonna do it if you're not having fun, right? But I think, honestly, if you had to ask me, why do I still play a game I hate? I paid my $60. 2, I see my friends succeeding. Dropping decent gameplay still. I'm like, I know I'm capable of doing it. So I try to push past the petty bullshit and try to make the best of it. I try to be an optimist. And I obviously have a YouTube channel. I want to get some gameplay for the channel. I don't want to go back to Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, and give you gameplay. I want to give you gameplay from the current COD. As much as I hate it sometimes. But the more I play it, I mean, I keep doing the tactical thing, playing the angles, all that. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But I don't know, man. Hype down in the comments section. Who's excited for COD 2020, man? Let me know. Let me know what you think about the maps. Do you want all 3-lane, like you like to mix up a 3 to 5-lane maps? Are you a fucking weirdo and you love COD Modern Warfare 2019 maps? You don't have to tell me that. You know, that's not something you really wanted to admit. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, guys. Happy Friday. I'll just see you on the next one. Take it easy.